Hello, Angel. Do you want to come with me?
I'm Angel.
Of course, who else? Go on, come with me. I'm only around the corner.
I haven't got time. I've got to get back to barracks.
You'll be back in time. Besides, it's nicer at my place.
Trust me, I believe it.
Careful. There may be a watchman out.
Oh, trust me, I'll see him soon.
Come on then.
Oh, leave me alone. Anyway, I've got no money.
I don't need any money.
You don't need any money? Who do you think you are?
I only take money from civilians. The military gets it free.
You're the girl Hubert told me about.
Never.
No, you must be her. You know, the cafe in the Schnitzler? That's where you picked him up.
I've picked up a lot of boys in that cafe. I'll say I have.
Alright, fine, let's go.
Now you're in a hurry?
What are we waiting? Told you gotta be back in barracks by the time.
So, how long have you been in the services?
Mind your business. How far is it?
10 minutes walk.
No, that's too far. Why don't you just give us a chance?
I like that best if I fancy
I
someone.
won't. No, I won't go with you. It's too far. That's all you.
I know it. Come tomorrow afternoon.
Well, I give us your address.
I bet you don't come.
Listen, if I say I'll come, I'll come.
If it's too far for you tonight, how about...
Where?
It's nice and quiet down there. Nobody around.
It's not the same, is it?
With me, it's always the same. Besides, who knows if we'll be alive tomorrow.
Alright, fine. But quick.
Careful. One wrong step, you'll be in the water.
Who cares?
Don't be in such a hurry. There's a bench up ahead.
I mean, certainly nobody way around here.
I'd like to have someone like you as a lover.
Nah, I'd be far too demanding.
Soon see about that. Not so loud. You'd never think we were in the middle of Vienna.
Don't worry.
Oh, would have been nicer on the bench.
There, here, what's the difference? Let's go, pick it up.
Oh, what's the rush?
I told you. I gotta be back in barracks by 10. Wait, that's big.
Wait, what's your name?
What do you want to know?
Mine's Leocadia.
Never heard of it.
Wait,
What do you want now?
give us a little something for the caretaker.
You must be joking. I'm not that stupid. Alright, well, so long, Leocadia.
You bastard. You mean bastard!
Now you must tell me why you were so anxious to leave. You're so nice. And I do love dancing. We're not dancing now. Why do you hold me so tight?
What's your name? Kathy?
You must have Kathy on the brain.
I know. Don't tell me. Marie.
Isn't it dark here? I'm getting really frightened.
You need to be frightened. I'm with you.
But where are we going? It's so dark. Let's go back again.
It's getting lighter already. You are a little darling, aren't you?
What are you doing? If I know.
I'll tell you what. There was not a single girl in the whole cafe as cuddlesome as you tonight.
Did you try them all?
Oh, just so you can notice when you're dancing. And you can notice quite a lot.
Yes, more often with one with the squid than with me.
She's an old acquaintance of one of my friends.
Of the corporal with the turned up mustache?
No, of the civilian. You know the one who sat at my table at first? The one who speaks like he's got a frog in his throat?
Oh, I know. He's a fast worker.
Did he try any party business with you at all? Sean, what did he do?
No, nothing. I just noticed how he behaved with others.
So, tell me.
You were burning with the cigar!
Sorry, Miss Marie. Look, did I just call you Marie?
We're not well enough acquainted.
Oh, well, a lot of people who pinch each other's guts call each other by their Christian names.
Perhaps next time. But Mr. Franz.
You remembered my name.
But Mr. Franz.
Just call me Franz, Miss Marie.
You mustn't be so naughty. What if somebody was to come along?
And if somebody did come along, you'd only see him 2 inches in front of his nose. Look. There are two just like us.
Where?
There. Right in front of us.
Why do you say like us?
Well, I only mean that they like each other too.
Careful, what's this? Merely trick.
The railings are a little long. Shh. Well, Miss Marie can stay lying on the grass.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Franz, you're a wicked man, Franz.
That's right. We're here.
What are you leaving me for?
Hope I'm allowed to light my cigar.
Tell me, at least, are you fond of me?
Well, I should have thought that you felt that, Miss Marie.
Where are we going?
Oh, back, of course.
Don't go so fast.
What is up with you? I don't like walking in the dark.
Tell me, Franz, are you fond of me?
But I've just told you that I'm fond of you.
And don't you want to give me a kiss?
There. Listen. You can hear the music.
Don't tell me you want to go dancing.
Of course, why not?
It's just, I'll have to go home soon, and they're going to tell me off anyways. My mistress is... She'd prefer I never go out at all.
Alright then, so... Guess you'll have to go home.
Thought, perhaps, you'd see me home?
See you home? Oh.
Oh, go on! It's so sad to have to go home alone.
Alright, where do you live?
Not far on, in the Prison Gallus.
Oh. Well, in that case, we're on the same route. But it's far too early for me now. See, I have extra time today. I have to be back in barracks till 12. I'm still going dancing.
Of course. Imagine. It's the blonde with the squint this time, isn't it?
Oh, it's not such a bad squint.
Franz, I beg of you, not tonight. Look, you can stay with me tonight.
Alright, but at least you'll let me dance.
I shan't dance with anyone else.
Oh, there it is.
Where?
The cafe. It didn't take us long to get back. Oh, they're still playing. Well, if you wanna wait for me, then I will see you home. If not so long, Miss Marie.
Yes, I'll wait.
Miss Marie, tell you what. Why didn't you go get yourself a glass? My dearest young lady,
May I have the pleasure?
Maman se rend-toi à la maison. Banana, banana, banana. J'pense à faire 10 bifs chaque saison. Banana, banana, banana. Maman se rend-toi à la maison. Banana, banana, banana. J'pense à faire 10 bifs chaque saison. Banana, banana, banana. Yeah. À propos de casse, à propos de AP, everything c'est dans la vie.
Did the young master ring?
Oh, yes, Marie, yes, I did ring. What was it? Oh, yes, close the blinds, Marie. It's cooler when the blinds are down. Yes. Oh, Marie, what are you doing? Oh, yes, but now I can't see to read.
The young master is always so industrious.
That is all. You may go. Oh, yes, Marie, I called because... What was it? Oh, yes, is there any cognac in the house?
Yes, but I expect it's locked up.
Well then, who has the keys?
Minnie,
And... who is Lenny?
the cook, Master Alfred.
Yes, well then, ask Lenny.
But it's Minnie's day off today.
Oh.
Would the young master like me to go down to the cafe?
Oh no, it's hot enough as it is. Don't really need cognac. I know, Marie. Bring me a glass of water. Oh, Marie, let the tap run so that it's nice and cold. Thank you. No. Oh, yes. Careful. The glass back on a saucer. What time is it?
5 o'clock, Master Alfred.
5 o'clock. All right, that will do. Oh, yes, Marie, I just wanted to ask you, did Dr. Schnitzler drop by this morning?
No, nobody was here.
Oh, that's strange, so Dr. Schnitzler was here. Do you know who Dr. Schnitzler is?
Certainly, he is the big man with the black beard.
That's him. And you're quite certain that he wasn't here?
Yes, nobody was here this morning. Yes?
Closer? Closer. That's right. Just there. I only thought.
What did the young master think?
I thought. Well, it's about your blouses. Oh, which one is this? Oh, come closer. I won't fight you.
What's wrong with my blouse? Doesn't the young master like it?
Blue. That is a very nice blue, Marie. You dress nicely.
Young master flatters me.
Well, what's the matter? You have very beautiful white skin, Marie.
Young master flatters me.
That can't hurt.
Oh no. Oh no.
You sigh so much. Why do you sigh?
Oh, Master Alfred.
Those are my slippers.
Oh, somebody should ring the doorbell just now.
You could ring now. Come closer. Come closer. Just that.
What if the doorbell should ring just now?
Oh, stop it. At worst, please answer the door. That's the noise that I was making. What if you rang before and we didn't notice?
Oh, I kept my ears open all the time.
All right, Marie, go and look through the keyhole.
Oh, Master Alfred, you are... oh, so wicked!
No, please go and have a look.
Well, nobody's there now. Whoever it is must have gone. Perhaps it was Dr. Schnitzler.
All right, that will do.
But
I'm going to the cafe now.
so soon, Master?
I am going to the cafe, and if Dr. Schnitzler should call...
You won't call now.
Dr. Schnitzler should call... I am at the cafe.
Alfred. Alfred.
Come, Frau Mama, come. Yes, lady.
Wait a while. Alfred, please. Incidentally, where are we?
At my place.
This house is dreadful, Alfred.
Why? It's a very genteel house.
Well, I encountered two gentlemen on the stairs.
Acquaintances?
I don't know. It's possible.
Forgive me, dear lady, but surely you know your acquaintances.
Well, I didn't even look at them.
Oh, even if they were your best friends, surely they wouldn't have recognized you. Even I. If I hadn't known it was you, this veil.
There are two.
Well, then why don't you come inside? At least you can take off your hat.
Alfred, what are you thinking of? I told you 5 minutes. No, not longer. I swear it.
Well, then, the veil?
There are two.
All right, both of them. At least I might be allowed to see your face.
Do you really love me, Alfred?
Emma, can you ask me?
It's so hot in here.
Well, you're still wearing your furs. Surely you'll catch cold.
I am dead tired.
Permit me.
What's the matter?
I've never seen you so beautiful.
Why?
Alone. With you. Emma.
Alfred, let me go now. You promised you'd be good. I'm suffocating in this room.
You're still wearing okay.
Just put it with my hand. And now, adieu.
Emma!
The 5 minutes have long
Not
passed.
even one has passed.
Alfred, will you please tell me exactly what time it is?
It's exactly 7:15.
I should have been at my sister's long ago.
I always see a sister.
Oh, God, Alfred, why do you persuade me to this?
Because I worship you,
To
Emma.
how many others have you said that?
Since I saw you to no one.
Oh, what an irresponsible person I am. If anyone would have foretold this last week, even yesterday, I firmly decided. Did you know I even wrote you a letter?
I didn't receive one.
Well, I tore it up. It would have been better if I sent it to you.
Surely, it's better like this.
No. It is abominable of me. I can't comprehend myself. And now, adieu, Alfred. Let me leave. This is how you keep your word.
Just one more kiss. One more.
The last.
Let me tell you something, Emma. Only now do I know what happiness is. Or rather, only now do I know what happiness can be.
Alfred, what are you making me do?
It isn't so bad here. It's safe here. And surely it's 1,000 times better than a rendezvous in the open.
Don't remind me of them.
Oh, I shall always remember them with the most profound joy. To me, every minute I get to spend with you is a sweet memory.
Do you remember the industrialist ball?
Oh, how I remember it. Oh, we were sitting next to each other during supper. Quite close. Your husband drank champagne. I only wanted to mention champagne. Tell me, Emma, would you like a glass of cognac?
Just a drop. But let me have some water first.
Of course. Oh, yes.
Are there other women in these rooms?
House has been standing for 20 years.
You know what I mean, Alfred. With you. With you!
Me. Here, Emma, it isn't nice of you to think of such things.
You have. How shall I? It's better not to ask. It's better that I don't ask, after all. This is my fault. Life has its revenge.
What wrong? What ails you? What revenge?
No, I must not become conscious of it. Otherwise I should sink to the earth for shame.
Emma, if you could only know how much you hurt me. If I mean nothing to you. if you were ashamed to be here. If you cannot feel for me that you are all the happiness there is in the world, then it's better for you to go.
Yes, that's just what I'm going to do.
If, however, you can feel for me that I cannot live without you, that one kiss on your hand means more to me than all the tenderness with which all the women in the whole world can provide. Perhaps I am too naive.
But what if you are like all the other young men?
Then you wouldn't be here because you're not like the other women.
How do you know that?
I thought deeply of you. I know you're unhappy.
Yes.
Life is so empty, so meaningless, and so short, so terribly short. Life has one joy: to find a human being who loves one. That we have. Life is so short.
But that is no reason.
Yes.
Oh, look, Alfred, you promised me you would be good, and it is so late.
Come, my only one. Only one.
Alfred, what are you doing?
Well, it's darker in there.
Why? Is there another room?
A beautiful one, and it's quite dark.
Alfred! God, what are you doing to me, Alfred?
I worship you, Emma.
Just wait! Go! I'll call you!
Allow me to let me allow. Allow me to help you.
Oh, you're tearing everything!
Don't you wear a corset?
I never wear clothes. And unbutton my shoes if you like. I'm so cold.
Let's get warmer soon.
You think so?
She should have said that.
Come! Come to me!
In a minute.
Smells of violets in here.
Yes, you yourself. Yes. You yourself. I'm obviously too fond of you. I've all these past days I've been crazy like a madman. I expected this.
Don't take it to heart.
Oh no, it's only unavoidable. One.
You're nervous, my darling. Calm yourself.
Have you read Steinhall?
Steinhall?
The Psychologie de l'amour.
No. Why do you ask?
There's a little story in it which is very illuminating.
Well, what story is that?
There's a whole company of cavalry officers,
Oh, yes?
and they were telling each other their amorous adventures, and, well, each of them reports that with the woman that they love most, that is most passionately, that with her, he was to cut a long story short, that with these women, that they have the same experience that I am now.
Yes.
And it is very characteristic.
Yes.
But even so, one of the cavalry officers even asserts that he had never experienced it in all his life. But Steinhall adds that he was a notorious liar.
Oh.
But even so, it annoys me. However important it may be, that's the stupid thing about it.
Certainly. Anyways, Alfred, you had promised you'd be good.
Don't laugh. Doesn't help matters.
I'm not laughing. This Strand Hall story is very interesting. I just would have thought that with more older or people who have lived very indulgent lives.
I've forgotten the most charming story out of Strand Hall. One of the cavalry officers even admits that for 3 nights, or was it 6? I don't remember now. That all of those nights that he had spent with the woman he passionately desired for weeks, that all through those nights, they did nothing but cry for joy. Both of them.
Both of them?
Yes. Do you find that surprising? I find it so understandable, especially when people love each other.
Well, I'm sure there are many who don't cry.
Yes, that is an exceptional case anyways.
Well, I thought that Steinhall said that all cavalry officers cry on these occasions.
You see, I get the impression that you're thinking about the time that only empresses me more.
I'm not thinking of it.
Yes, you are. I could be convinced that you love me.
Could you demand more proof?
Yes, all the time. All the time you're thinking of it.
Alfred, my dear. You don't have to cry as well.
Again, I begged you.
I only told you not to cry.
You said not to cry as well.
You are nervous, my darling.
No.
Well, you shouldn't be. I even like it, as so to say, as good comrades.
You're starting on it again.
Well, don't you remember? That was our first conversation. You wanted to be good comrades. Nothing more. That was nice. My sister in January. At the great ball during the quadrille. For God's sake, I should be going. I should have been home a while ago. She'll be expecting me.
Emma, so you want to leave me?
Oh, yes, I must.
Another 5 minutes.
All right. Another 5 minutes. But you must promise me that you won't move. I'll give you a farewell kiss. No moving, I said. Otherwise, I will get up immediately. My sweet, sweet.
Oh.
But now I really must go.
Your sister.
Oh, it's much, much too late for my sister. I have to go home. What time is it anyway?
How am I supposed to find that?
You simply have to look at your watch.
My watch is in my coat pocket.
Well, get it.
Eight.
8 o'clock! Alfred, quick, get my stuff! They'll be waiting for me at home. What should I say? 8 o'clock.
When shall I see you again?
Never!
Don't you love me anymore?
That's why! Oh, quick, Alfred, give me my shoes.
Here.
There's a button hook in my handbag. Please hurry.
Here.
Alfred, this could cost us both of our necks.
Why?
Well, what shall I say when he says, "Where have you come from?"
From your sisters.
Yes, if I could lie.
You have to.
And all for such a man. Come here, let me kiss you once more. And now, go. Go to the other room. I can't change when you're here. Hey.
my darling.
It's better after all that we didn't cry.
How can you speak so frivolously?
Now, what should happen if by chance we meet socially?
By chance, will you be at the Lobheimers tomorrow?
Yes. Why will you?
Yes, certainly. And may I invite you to dance the Claudia.
Oh, no, I won't come. Well, what do you think? I would sink into the earth.
With some more Lobheimers, then that would be nice.
No, I will say I'm not coming. Definitely.
Then what about the day after tomorrow? Here.
What are you thinking of?
At 6.
There are carriages around the corner, aren't there?
Yes, as many as you'd like, dear. The day after tomorrow, here at 6. Do say yes, my beloved darling.
We can discuss it tomorrow during the cotelin.
My angel.
Don't ruin my hair.
All right. Well, it's tomorrow at the Lobheimers and that day after in my arms.
Goodbye.
Oh, and what, by chance, will you say to him today?
Don't ask. It's too awful. Why do I love you so? Adieu. If I see more people on the stairs, I'll die.
I'm having an affair with a respectable woman.
Aren't you working anymore tonight?
No. I'm too tired. And, besides,
Well,
I suddenly felt so lonely sitting at my desk. I started longing for you.
really?
Don't read anymore. It'll spoil your eyes.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. My child. I'm in love with you. And you know it.
There are times when I could almost forget it.
There are times when one has to forget it.
Why?
Because marriage would otherwise be incomplete. It would, how can I say it? It would lose its sanctity.
Oh.
Believe me, that's how it is. If we hadn't sometimes forgotten that we loved each other in the 5 years we've been married, we might not love each other still.
I don't understand.
The essence of the matter is simply this. We've probably already had 10 or 12 love affairs with each other. Doesn't it seem like that to you?
I haven't kept count.
If we had tasted all the fruits from the first, if at the beginning I had surrendered myself helplessly to my passion for you, we would have shared the fate of millions of other lovers. We would have finished with each other. That's why there should always be periods when we live together merely as good friends.
Oh, yes?
And so we can always spend 2 honeymoons together. Because I don't mind extending the weeks of the honeymoon.
To months.
Exactly.
Can I take it that one of these periods of platonic friendship is approaching its end?
What if I feel differently?
You don't feel different because you are the cleverest and most enchanting creature in existence. I'm very happy to have found you.
How charmingly you flatter me. From time to time.
For a man who's seen the world a little, come put your head on my shoulder. Who has seen the world a little. Marriage really means something much more mysterious than it does to you young girls of good family. You come to us pure, and at least to a certain extent innocent, and have therefore a much clearer conception of the true nature of love than we have.
Oh.
Certainly. Because we become quite confused and unsure through the various experiences which perforce we endure before marriage. Of course, you hear a lot, and know too much. You probably also read too much. But you have no real conception of that which we can experience. To us, what is commonly called love appears thoroughly repulsive. For after all, look at the poor wretches on whom we must rely.
Yes. What sort of creatures are they?
Be glad, my dear, that you have never had to have a glimpse of their circumstances. Most of them are quite pitiable. Let's not throw stones at them.
Really, this compassion is hardly called for.
They deserve it. You who are young girls of good family and could wait securely for the husbands you desired in the care of your parents cannot know the wretchedness that drives most of these poor creatures into the arms of sin.
Do they all sell themselves?
I wouldn't say that. Anyway, I'm not just alluding to material wretchedness. There's also, one might say, a moral wretchedness, an insufficient appreciation of what is right and what is noble.
Well, why should one pity them? I mean, they seem to do quite well for themselves.
You have peculiar ideas, my dear. You must never forget that these creatures are intended by nature to sink lower and lower. There's no turning back.
Obviously, they sink quite painlessly.
How can you say that? I should have thought that to you decent women, particularly. Nothing could appear more despicable than those who aren't.
Quite, Carl, quite. I only said it for fun. Go on. Tell me more. It's so nice when you speak to me like this. Tell me more.
What?
Well, about these creatures.
What are you thinking of?
Look, I have asked you before. Even in the beginning, I've always asked you to tell me stories of your youth.
Why does it interest you?
Aren't you my husband? Isn't it downright unfair that I should really know nothing of your past?
I hope you wouldn't think me so tasteless as to... Enough of it. This is profanation.
And yet you've held who knows how many women in your arms just as you hold me now.
Don't say women, okay? You are a woman.
One thing you must answer me, otherwise no honeymoon.
What? Way to speak. Remember that you are a mother, that our little girl is lying in there.
I should also like a little boy.
Emma.
Don't be so... Of course, I am your wife, but in a way, I would also like to be your mistress.
You would like that.
Well, firstly, my question.
Well,
Is there a married woman among them?
how do you mean?
You know what I mean.
What made you ask such a question?
Well, I should like to know whether... That is... There are such women, I know that, but have you?
Do you know such a woman?
No, I don't think so.
Is there such a woman among your friends, perhaps?
How can I answer that with certainty, or deny it either?
Perhaps one of your friends. Women speak about many things among themselves. Did one confess to you?
No.
Have you any suspicions that any of your friends?
No, not suspicion.
It looks like it.
Surely not, Carl. Certainly not. When I really think about it, I wouldn't know why anyone would do it.
None of them.
None of my friends.
Will you promise me something, Emma?
Well,
You will never associate with a woman about whom you have the slightest suspicion that her character is not beyond reproach.
I have to promise you that.
Of course, I know that you would not associate with such a woman, but you can take my word for it that at heart, all these women are most unhappy.
Why?
You ask, why, Emma? How can you ask? Imagine what sort of existence they have. Full of treachery, lies, deceit, and full of dangers.
Yes, you're quite right there.
Indeed. They pay for that little bit of happiness, that little...
Pleasure.
What pleasure? What gave you the idea of calling that pleasure?
There has to be something in it, otherwise they wouldn't do it.
It is nothing. Intoxication.
Intoxication?
No, it isn't even intoxication. However, it's dearly paid for, that's certain.
So you have been through it, have you?
Yes, Emma. It is my saddest memory.
Who is it? Tell me, do I know her?
What are you thinking of?
Was it long ago? Was it very long ago before you married me?
Don't ask. I beg of you, don't ask.
But Carl!
She is dead.
Seriously?
Yes. It sounds almost ludicrous, but I have a feeling that all these women die young.
Did you love her very much?
One does not love liars.
Why?
Intoxication.
So you admit it after all.
Don't talk about it. I beg of you. All that is long past. I've only ever loved one. How beautiful you are. Beautiful.
The thing that used to be, for I must have you. Don't worry, I'm through with
You know what I'm thinking of now?
What, my beloved?
Of Venice.
The first night.
Yes. So,
What is it? Tell me.
that's how much you love me today.
Yes. So much.
If you could always.
What?
My Carl.
What did you mean? If I could always.
Well,
Well, what would happen if I could always?
then I would always know that you love me.
Yes, but you must know like this as well. One can't always be the loving husband. There are times when one has to go out into a hostile world, striving for achievement. Never forget that, my child. There's a time for everything in marriage. That's the beautiful thing about it. There are many who, after 5 years, can remember their Venice.
How true.
You know? Good night, my child.
Night.
And now, before the next show starts, let's enjoy an intermission. You'll find our snack bar chock full of good things to eat and drink. Tasty, tempting hot dogs, thirst-quenching soft drinks, fresh, crunchy popcorn, a complete assortment of delicious candy, and a full line of cigarettes. You've plenty of time, so visit the snack bar now. A tasty treat will double your enjoyment of the show. For your convenience, we shall keep you informed of the remaining intermission time, 3 minutes before the next show starts.
There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far, over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, a magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoke of many things,
The next show will start in 2 minutes.
Just a minute, folks. Yes, that's all it takes to visit our refreshment counter in the lobby. There you'll find popcorn and an assortment of popular candy bars to please every taste. Try one of these delicious candy bars. Big Time, Butternut, Milkshake, Payday. Topped with Hollywood's super rich coating of the kind you like best. They taste wonderful, they're delicious, they're nutritious. Get one at our confection counter in the lobby now.
this he said to me. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
The next show will start in 1 minute.
The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
Enjoying it?
Hmm?
Want another?
I know, I ate too much already.
There's no wine left in your glass.
No, really, I should only leave it.
Come here. Sit next to me.
In a minute, I haven't finished yet. Now what?
I want a kiss.
You're a naughty man.
Have you only just discovered that?
Oh no, I discovered before. In the streets, in fact, you must think good as a sweat about me.
But why?
Well, because I went with you once into a shop by Saturday.
Well, not quite at once.
It was only because you was so nice.
Did I?
And after all, what's wrong with it?
Quite.
Whether once go for a walk.
But it was much too cold to go for a walk, anyway.
Yeah, much too cold.
But it's nice, warm in here, isn't it? Now, tell me something. You had noticed me before, hadn't you?
Yes, I had. In a Siegerstrasse.
I don't mean today. I mean the day before yesterday. The day before that. When I followed you.
That's a man followed me.
I can believe that. But did you notice me?
Do you know what happened to me the other day? My cousin's husband followed me into the dark and didn't recognize me.
Did he speak to you?
What do you think? Not everyone is as forward as you are.
But it does happen.
Of course it happens.
Well, what do you do in such cases?
Nothing, I just gave you an answer.
You did give me an answer.
Well, did you object?
Your lips taste whipped cream.
They're sweet by nature.
How many men have you told that?
Many. You're imagining things again.
Now be honest. How many have kissed this mouth before?
Why ask me? You wouldn't believe me anyway, even if I told you.
Why not?
Guess.
Well, let's say, but you mustn't be angry with me.
Why should I be angry?
Well, I should say 20.
Why not say 100 while you're about it?
It was only a guess.
Well, you didn't guess very well then.
Alright. 10?
First, no wonder you allow yourself to be smoky in the streets and then go straight to the champagne separate.
Don't be so childish. Whether one runs about in the street or sits in a room, after all, we are in a hotel. At any moment, the waiter could come in, so it's really quite innocuous.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Have you ever been in a chambre séparée?
Well, if you want to. Yes.
You see, that's what I like. You're really open.
It wasn't what you were thinking. I was in a champagne separate with my girlfriend and her fiance during the carnival this year.
Well, it wouldn't have been such a tragedy if you had been with your lover.
Of course it wouldn't have been such a tragedy, but I don't happen to have a lover.
Go on.
Honor bright, I haven't.
Surely you're not trying to tell me that. I am.
What if I hadn't had one for 6 months?
I see. But before then, who was it?
Why ask me for?
Well, I'm asking because make me ask so often. I want to know who it was.
Well, a man.
A man. Oh, all right, all right. But who?
He looked a teeny bit like you.
Oh,
If you hadn't looked so much like him.
what then?
Don't say you understand what I mean.
So that's why you let me speak to you.
Well, yes.
Now I really don't know whether I should be pleased or angry.
Well, in your place, I should be pleased. And the way you talk to me, you also remind me of him, and the way you look at me.
What was it?
The eyes, too.
What was his name?
No. No, don't look at me like that, please. I beg you.
What's the matter?
It's nearly time to go home.
Later.
No, I really have to go home. What do you think my mother would say?
You live with your mother?
Of course I live with my mother. What do you think?
Oh, with your mother. Do you live alone with her?
I don't. There are 5 of us. 2 boys and 2 more girls.
Don't sit so far away from me. Are you the eldest?
No. I'm the second. First comes Katie, she works in a florist, and then me.
And where do you work?
At home.
Always?
Well, someone's got to be at home.
Yes, of course. And tell me, what does your mother say to you when you come home so late?
It happens so rarely.
Well, today, for example, your mother will ask you where you've been.
Yeah, she will be asking that, and I can be as discreet as I want, but when I get home, she'll still be up.
And what will you tell her?
Well, I expect I've been to a theater.
And she believes that.
Why shouldn't she believe it? I often go to a theater. Just on Sunday, I went to the opera with my girlfriend and her fiance and my older brother.
Where did you get your tickets from?
My brother's a hairdresser.
Ah, yes, hairdresser. Probably a theatrical hairdresser.
Why do you keep questioning me?
I am interested. What's your other brother?
He's still at school. Would you believe he wants to be a teacher?
And then you have a younger sister.
Yes. Oh yes, she is such a flirt.
Ha!
Oh yeah, you have no idea how small girls get in school. Would you believe, just the other day, I found out she had a date.
What?
Yeah, she went for a walk at 7:30 at night with a boy from the school opposite. What a flirt!
So what did you do?
I gave her spanking.
You are strict as all that.
Well, I had to. Katie is in the florist all day. Mom does nothing but nag, and everything falls on me.
God, you're sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You remind me of someone too.
Of whom?
Oh, no one in particular. Time. Oh, my youth. Go on, my child. Drink up.
How old are you? And I don't even know your name.
Carl.
Your name is Carl.
Well, was he called Carl too?
What a coincidence. The eyes, the look.
And you still haven't told me who he was.
He was a bad man. I'm not just certain, unless he wouldn't have left me.
Did he mean very much to you?
Of course, he meant a lot to me.
I know what he was. A lieutenant.
No. He wasn't in the army. They wouldn't have taken him. You know, his dad has a house. What? Why are you asking me this?
Your eyes are really gray. At first, I thought they were black.
Perhaps they're not good enough. No. Please, hurry up, Julian. Please, let me stand up.
No.
Please, Carl.
How old are you? 18, eh?
19.
19. And I
You are 30.
and a few years more. I'll talk about it.
He was 32 when I met him.
How long ago was that?
I don't remember. No, I feel very dizzy.
Just hold on. Shall I tell you something, darling? We could really go now. Listen, my child. Next time, we'll arrange it in such a way that this is lovely. Oh, this is lovely. Who knows what sort of person she really is? Dash it all. So quickly? Should have been more careful.
Carl. Where are you? Why are you so far away from me? Come to me. Do you love me?
You should know. Of course I do.
You know, I'm not really like this. But let's believe if you thought that of me.
What are you worrying about? I don't think badly of you at all. I simply think that you love me.
I'm ashamed of myself.
It's ridiculous. Nothing to be ashamed of at all. Particularly since I remind you of your first lover.
First?
First.
Well, yes.
Now it would really interest me to know who the others were.
No one!
That's not true.
Stop
That
torturing
can't
me!
be true.
God!
All right. like a cigarette.
No, thank you.
Do you know what time it is?
Well,
11:30.
is it?
Well, what about your mother? She's used to it, eh?
Do you have a home already?
You yourself said before.
You changed so suddenly. What have I done to you?
What are you thinking of, child?
It was only because that look in your eyes, I swear. Plenty of other men have begged me to go with them to a Shanghai separate.
Well, would you like to come with me here again soon?
I don't
or
know.
some other place?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, what do you want me to say?
All right. When? But before anything else, I need to make it clear to you. I don't actually live in Vienna. I only come here for a few days from time to time.
Go on, you're not Viennese.
I am Viennese, but I live further out now.
Where?
Oh God, it's all the same thing.
Oh God, I shan't go there.
Good heavens, if you want to, you can go there. I live in Grasse.
Seriously.
Yes, of course. What's surprising about that?
You're married, aren't you?
How do you make that up? That wouldn't disturb you at all?
Well, I would prefer if you were single, but I can totally see that you're married.
Will you please tell me how you made that out?
If someone says he doesn't live in Vienna, I haven't always had time.
That's not someone like that.
I don't believe it.
You wouldn't have a bad conscience at all seducing a married man.
Fiddlesticks. I bet your wife is no better than you.
I forbid you to talk like that. What a thing to say.
I thought you didn't have a wife.
Oh, whether or not I have one shouldn't make such remarks.
Carl. Oh, Carl. Are you angry? Oh, come on. It was just talk. I didn't mean it. Please, come. Be friends again.
What strange creatures you are. You women.
Please, no. I have to go home anyway.
Now listen, let's talk seriously with each other for a few moments. I would like so much to see you again. See you again often. But to do so, it is essential, well, that I should be able to trust you. I can keep an eye on you.
I can keep an eye on myself.
You are, well, one can hardly say inexperienced. But you are young. Men are an unscrupulous lot on the whole.
Oh dear.
I don't mean this only from the moral point of view. I'm sure you understand me.
Tell me, what sort of girl do you think I am?
Well, if you want to love me, only me, you could probably arrange it. Although I live in grass most of the time, okay? This place isn't really suitable. With people apt to come in at any moment. Next time, we'll go someplace else, shall we? Where we are quite undisturbed. Yes? We'll discuss.
Me gusta el humo tanto como
Waiter!
las flores
Bill!
y los amantes, pero no los señores. Me encanta ser amigo de los ladrones y las canciones en inglés.
Your eyes will have to get used to it. Those sweet eyes.
There will be time for the sweet eyes.
Why?
Well, because I'm only staying for a minute.
You can take your shoes off.
For a minute.
And your coat.
What are you doing? I have to go home anyway.
No, you should rest a while. We've been walking for 3 hours.
Wait, we didn't walk.
Well, no, not home, but we did. Walk for a full 3 hours in Wheeling. So sit down nicely, my child. Any way you like. Here are the desks. No, that's not comfortable. Here on the divan. There. And if you're very tired, you can lie down. There. There, your little head on the cushion.
But I'm not tired at all.
No, that's what you think. And if you're sleepy, you can go to sleep. I shall be quite still. Oh, or I can play a lullaby. One of my own.
One of yours?
Yes.
But I thought you said you were a doctor already.
Why? Didn't I say I was a writer?
But aren't all writers doctors?
No, not at all. For instance, I'm not. But what made you think of that?
Well, because you said the lullaby you were going to play is one of yours.
Well, perhaps it's not exactly mine. Anyway, it doesn't matter at all who created it, as long as it's beautiful. Isn't that so?
See, it has to be beautiful. That's the main thing.
Do you know how I meant that?
And what?
Well, what I've just said.
Well, yes, of course.
You haven't understood a word.
I'm not as stupid as all that.
Oh, yes you are. See, that's why I love you. It's wonderful when girls are stupid. I mean, in the way that you are.
What are you criticizing me for?
Little angel.
Are you going to play the piano?
No, I prefer to be here with you.
And wouldn't it be better to switch the lights on?
Oh, no. No, this semi-darkness is so comforting. You know, the whole day long we have bathed in sunbeams. We have stepped, as it were, out of the bath, and now we swathe ourselves in dust. As in a bathroom. No, I have to put that differently. Don't you agree?
I don't know.
What divine stupidity!
What are you doing? What are you growing there?
Sun, bath, dust, robe. There! Nothing? Nothing? Now tell me, my dearest, is there anything that you would like to eat or to drink?
I'm not thirsty, but I could eat something.
No, I would prefer if you were thirsty. Because I have cognac here. I'd have to go out.
Ay, no puedes traerme algo.
Look, it would be difficult. My help's not here and... Wait, I'll go myself. What would you like?
No. You know what? It's okay. I have to go home anyway.
No, don't say that. I'll tell you what, when we leave here, we'll go somewhere, we'll have supper.
No, what if someone sees us?
Do you have so many friends?
Well, if just one sees us, the cat's out of the bag.
Oh, would that be such a tragedy?
Yes, it will be such a tragedy. What do you think my mom will say?
We could go somewhere where no one will see us. No, there are places that have private rooms.
You mean chambre séparée?
Have you ever been to a chambre séparée?
Well, to tell you the truth, see.
Who was the lucky man?
It wasn't weird. I was in a chambre séparée with my girlfriend and her fiancé, and they took me along.
You really asked me to believe that.
You don't have to.
Did you blush just now? One can't see a thing. I can't tell from your expression. No, but even so, I recognize you.
Well, you better be careful to not confuse me with someone else.
Isn't it strange? I don't remember what you look like.
Thank you.
Where are your lips?
Wouldn't it be better to switch the lights
No!
on? Oh, God.
Tell me whether you love me.
See.
Have you ever loved anyone as much as me?
No, I told you no.
What?
Well, that was my fiancé.
No, I'd rather you didn't think of him just now.
No. What are you doing?
Oh, we could really imagine now that we are in a castle in India.
I bet people in there are as naughty as you are.
Oh, stupidity. It's divine. If only you could guess what you mean to me.
Well.
Oh, don't keep pushing me away. I'm not doing you any harm. Yes.
My bra is hurting me.
Take it off.
Okay. But you mustn't get naughty because of it.
You promise? Tell me, does it not interest you at all what my surname is?
Yes, what is it?
I better not tell you what I'm called, but rather what I call myself.
And what's the difference?
What I call myself as a writer.
You don't write under your real name? No, don't!
Oh, I feel embraced by a sweet perfume.
No, you are tearing my petticoat.
Oh, well, off with it. Off with it. All this is superfluous.
No, Robert. No.
And now, I'll just enter our Indian castle.
Robert!
That is sublime. I call myself...
Robert. My Robert.
I call myself Bibbins.
Why do you call yourself Bibbins?
No, I'm not called Bibbins. That's what I call myself. Don't tell me you don't know the name.
No.
You don't know the name Bibbins. That's delicious. Really? You're only pretending, aren't you? Like, haven't you been to the Bird Theater?
I haven't even tickets for that.
One of these days, I'll send you a ticket.
Would you? Yeah, but won't you forget? But make it for something nice and cheerful.
Cheerful? Well, I mean, wouldn't you prefer to see something sad?
No, not really.
Even if it was a play written by me.
Go on. You cried for the theater.
Excuse me, while I light a candle. I haven't seen you since you became my mistress.
No, but I'm shy.
You're beautiful. You are beauty. Perhaps you are nature itself. You are the whole simplicity.
No, please. Why can't you be more careful? You're dripping wax on me.
You're the one I sought for a long time. You love only me. You love me even if I was a draper's assistant. It's a comforting thought. Tell me truthfully, did you not guess that I was different?
No, I don't know what you mean. I don't know any of it.
What is fame? Never mind. To you I am Robert, and that's what I want to remain. Yeah, I was only joking. I'm not really a writer. I am a shop assistant, and in the evening I play the piano at the local.
Now, I don't know where I am. What's the matter? Explaining to you.
It's very strange. It's something that's hardly ever happened to me. I'm almost in tears. You move me deeply. Well, let's stay together, shall we? We'll love each other very much.
Is that true about playing piano in the local?
Yes. But don't ask me anymore. If you love me, you won't ask me anything. Tell me, could you make yourself quite free for a few weeks?
Why quite free?
Well, away from home.
Oh, no. I can manage that. And without me, everything will be a mess.
Oh, I imagined it so beautifully. To live alone with you, together for a few weeks. In the wilderness, in a forest, in nature. In nature. And then one day, you parted, going one knows not where.
You're already talking about party. I thought you said you loved me.
That's just why. Charming creature.
Could you please just hold me tight?
It's time for you to get dressed. I will light a few candles for you.
Okay, but no peeping.
Very well. Tell me, child, are you happy?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you, on the whole, happy?
Well, things could be better.
Now, you misunderstand. I know you're no princess. I mean, if you turn away from all that, and you feel yourself living, do you feel yourself living?
Do you have a home?
Oh, how enchanting you look.
Hey, no, don't.
Go on. You stay a little longer. Stay here. I'll go out for supper.
I can't. I have to go home.
Well, it's not 9 o'clock yet.
But I have to be on my way, so I must ask you, please. I have to go home.
When shall we see each other again?
When would you like to see me?
Tomorrow.
Oh no, I can do tomorrow. I have to take my sister to her dad's mother.
Very well then. Sunday? On Sunday?
Si.
Sunday. I know I must confess that I am a Bibbit at all, but Bibbit is a friend of mine. I'll introduce you to him one day. On Sunday they're doing one of Bibbit's plays. I'll get you a ticket, fetch you from the theater, then you can tell me how you like the play, alright?
All this business with Bibbits, I'm all mixed up.
I shall only really know you once I know how you felt in seeing this play.
Alright. I'm ready.
Come on, sweet.
What's the matter?
What? It's the candle. But we don't need one. Look, it's quite light. It's wonderful. What's wrong with you? What are you doing?
I'm hurt. Indeed, now can't you see? I'm praying.
Do you believe in God?
Certainly, I'm devotedly religious. Come to me. Kneel by my side. It won't hurt you to pray once in a while. Libertin! Do you even know to whom my prayer was addressed?
Look to God, I presume.
Indeed. There's to your praying.
Why did you look out the window?
Where have you dragged Mr. User?
But darling, this was your idea. You wanted to come to this place and to the country.
Well, wasn't I right?
Yes, of course. It's charming here. Oh, and just think, 2 hours from Vienna in complete solitude? What surroundings?
I shall think you could write many poems here, if by chance you had a talent.
Well, have you been here before?
Have I been here before? I lived here for years.
With whom?
The spirits, of course.
No.
Oh, I worship them, man.
Yes, you've said that already.
I beg your pardon. I shall leave for about you.
You bore me. You don't know what you mean to me. You are a world apart. You are the divine. You are genius. You are really the holy simplicity. But you should not mention Fritz.
I thought that.
It's nice of you to admit it.
Kiss me. And now we shall be the child of the night. Farewell, my love.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm going to bed.
Yes, of course, but as far as bidding me good night is concerned, where shall I stay?
Well, I'm sure there's so many rooms in this house.
But the others hold no attraction for me. What a pretty room. You know how pious these people are, all these saints.
Hand me my bag.
Here, my home. What's that?
That's the Madonna.
Do you always carry it around with you?
It's my musket. And now where would go?
What kind of a joke is this? Well, can't I help you?
No. I want you to go.
And when shall I return?
In 10 minutes time.
Au revoir.
Where will you go?
I shall walk up and down outside the window. I love walking around in the open at night. My best ideas come to me then. And now, in close proximity to you, breathed upon, so to speak, by your longing, weaving in your arts and...
You're supposing to do what?
Some women might have said like a poet.
And now, for the last time, won't. Go! And don't send an affairs and Vegas. Come. Now, sit down there and talk to me.
What are you going to say?
Tell me who you are being unfaithful to at this moment.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not. Yet.
Never mind. Console yourself. I too am being unfaithful to someone.
I can imagine that.
And who do you think it is?
Well, how do you expect me to know?
Yes?
Wait, well, your director?
Что тебе, танцуристка какая-то?
Just a thought.
Well, guess again.
Well then, you're deceiving your leading man, Benham.
The man doesn't love any woman. Didn't you know? He's having an affair with the postman.
Would you believe it?
So you and better kiss me. What are you doing?
Don't keep torturing me.
Listen, Robert. I'll make you a proposition. Come to bed with me.
Agreed.
Come quickly. Come quickly.
Well, I would have if I had any say in the matter. Listen.
What is it?
Well, outside, crickets are chirping.
My dear, you must be suffering from delusions. There is no crickets here.
Oh, but you can hear them.
Come on.
Here I am.
Now, lay down here. Nice and quiet. Shh. Don't move.
What's the idea?
I suppose you like to have an affair with me.
Well, this should be obvious by now.
Well, there's several who wouldn't mind.
Well, surely there can be no doubt that at the moment, I am at the head of the
Now then, who am I deceiving?
Well, perhaps me.
My dear, you must be suffering from delusions.
Or one you don't know yourself, one you've never seen, one who is ordained for you, and whom you can never find.
I beseech you, stop talking such a divine rash. This is even better than appearing in a stupid place. Don't you think?
Well, I think it's a good thing that every now and again you have to play in decent ones.
I should think. Arrogant pet that you are. You mean your own?
Naturally.
It is indeed a beautiful work.
Well then.
Yes, you have great genius, Robert.
By the way, in that connection, you might as well tell me why you couldn't come the day before yesterday. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you.
I wanted to know you.
Whatever for? What had I done to you?
You were arrogant.
In what way?
Everybody in the city said so.
No.
But I said to them, the man has the right to be arrogant.
And then what did the others reply?
What would they say to me? And I would speak to them.
No. I see.
They want to poison me, but they will never succeed.
Well, don't think of other people now, but just be glad that you're here. And tell me that you love me.
You're asking for a greater proof?
Well, that kind of thing can't be proof at all.
Oh my. What more do you want?
Well, to how many others have you tried to prove it in this way? But did you love them all?
I know. I loved only one.
Why?
Fritz.
My name is Robert. Tell me, what am I to you if you can think of Fritz now?
You're in the mood.
That's nice to know.
Well, aren't you proud?
Well, why would I be proud?
Oh, I shall think you have an ample reason.
Oh, because of that.
Yes, because of that, my cricket. So now, about the children. They suit you.
Can't you hear them?
Of course I can. But those are frogs, my crickets.
No, you're mistaken. Frogs croak.
Of course they croak.
Well, not here, my child. See, this is chirping.
Ah, you're the most stubborn person I ever come across. Kiss me, frog.
Don't call me that. You know, it irritates me. I have a name. It's Robert.
Well, Robert. Kiss me. Are you satisfied now, frog?
Would you mind for a cigarette?
By the way, you haven't said a word about my performance yesterday.
Which performance?
Which do you think?
Oh, I see now. I wasn't in the theater.
It amuses you. It amuses you a joke.
No, not at all. You know, as you said, you couldn't come to the rehearsals the day before yesterday. I presume that you wouldn't be in full possession of your faculties and then abstained from coming.
Oh, you certainly missed something.
Oh.
It was sensational. Very strange from the people's faces.
Well, it was noticeable to you, was it?
Bella said, "Child, you played like a goddess."
You've been so ill the day before.
I was ill. And you know why? Out of longing for you.
Well, you just told me you wanted to annoy me. See, that's why you couldn't come.
But you know my love for you. Everything that you called. For whole nights, I lay fever reader, 42 degrees.
It's rather high for a mood.
You call it mood. I died. Died of my love for you. And you call it mood.
Fritz.
Хватит говорить об этом идиоте. Don't talk to me about this galley slave!
Your lady mother has permitted me, otherwise I wouldn't.
Please come in.
Forgive me. Coming from the streets, it's really hard to distinguish. Oh, there we are.
Just sit down, Count.
Your lady mother tells me that Madame is indisposed. Nothing serious, I hope.
Nothing serious. I've been close to death.
Good God, how's that?
At any rate, it is very kind of you to take the trouble to visit me.
Close to death. And only last night played like a goddess.
It was indeed a great travel.
Amazing. People were positively shattered, not to mention myself.
Thank you for lovely flowers.
Oh, Amir.
There they are.
Oh. Last night you were practically buried with wreaths and flowers.
They're still in my dressing room. And yours did a room home with me.
Oh, that's jolly gracious of you. Madame?
Don't be afraid, Count. It puts you under no obligations.
Oh, you're a strange creature. One might go so far as to say, puzzling.
Miss Birkin is no doubt easier to solve.
Oh, yes, the little Birkin girl is no problem. Although I only know her superficially.
Ha!
Please, believe me. You are a problem I always longed for one. Last night, I missed a great joy through seeing you back for the first time.
Oh, how's that?
I'm used to dining very late.
Well, from now on, you'll have to eat earlier.
Oh, yeah, I thought that. Or not at all. Under such circumstances, there is no pleasure in dining.
I do not have pleasure. You and your boy.
That's what I ask myself sometimes. But I am no boy. There must be another reason.
Do you think so?
Yeah, Ludo, for instance, says that I'm a philosopher. He's one of the opinions that I think too deeply about things.
Yes. Thinking can be a great misfortune.
I have too much time on my hands. That's why I think. Should I tell you something? I thought things would be better when I got transferred to Vienna. It's diverting and stimulating here, but in hearts, there's no great difference from up there.
And where, might I ask, is out there?
Well, down there, Hungary. In the Nesta, where I was stationed for most of the time.
And what were you doing in Hungary?
As I had told you, service.
But why so long in Hungary?
Just happened like that.
That's not doing you mad.
Oh, I don't know. Training recruits, breaking hosses, and the district and surroundings aren't as bad as all that. It's beautiful in the plains. But here I am, dear lady, just pouring you with my stories.
And please, I'm amusing myself.
Oh. One can really talk to you. Ludo already told me that. And one does find that so rarely.
Especially in Hungary.
But as bad as in Vienna. People are the same everywhere, dear lady. But tell me, do you like people?
I like them, I hate them. I don't want to speak to anyone. I don't speak to anyone. I'm always alone. No one enters this house.
Oh, well, you're lucky. At least you know why you're alive.
I told you that. I have no idea why I'm alive.
But, dear lady, famous Fatet.
And you think that means happiness?
Oh, happiness? Dear lady, happiness does not exist. Particularly, non-exist are the things that one always talks about. For instance, love, the worst of all.
You might be right there.
As soon as, how should I put it? As soon as one stops living for the moment, thinking about what comes after or what went before, then one is finished. What comes after is sad, what went before is uncertain. In short, one gets confused. Am I right or am I not?
You have indeed learned enough love.
Once that becomes clear to one, it doesn't matter whether one lives in Vienna, in Kutsta, or Stanamir. For instance, where can I put my coat? Oh, thanks. What were we talking about?
About staying in anger?
Oh, right. As I was saying, it doesn't matter whether I spend the evening in a casino or a pub. It's all the same thing.
Yeah. And how does love stand?
If one believes in it, there will always be a girl.
Miss Birkin, for example.
I don't know, dear lady, why you always come back to Miss Birkin?
Because she's your mistress.
Who says so?
Everybody knows.
Except me. Isn't it strange?
Oh, you bought a duel on her account.
Perhaps it was even shot that and didn't notice.
Well, come a little closer.
With your permission.
Here. I knew you'd come today.
How do you make that out?
I knew last night. In the theater.
Could you see me from stage?
I can't. Didn't you notice that I played only for you?
How's that?
I simply throw an air and I see a seated in the front row.
Don't know, because me. I had no idea you noticed it.
Your hair of distinction can drive one to distraction.
But, madame.
But, madam, take off your buckle.
If you permit me.
And now, kiss me. I wish I'd never seen you.
Why?
Count, you are a Bessia.
Why?
Do you know how happy other men would be if they were in your place?
I'm happy.
Oh, really? Because I thought there is no happiness.
But, dear lady, I repeat, you are a problem.
You and your philosophy. Leave me alone. Come to me. Now, whatever you ask, you shall have. You're too beautiful.
Then, may I beg for permission to return again tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I'm playing.
After the theater.
And you don't ask for anything else?
I will ask for anything else after the theater.
You asking why you had your Bessia?
Oh, dear lady, up to now, we have been honest with each other. I would find all of that much nicer in the evening, after the theater. It's more comfortable than now, when I always feel the door might open.
Oh, it doesn't open for me outside.
To tell you the truth, I find love revolting in the morning.
You're the oddest person I ever came across.
Women like you can call me fool 100 times, but women like you should not be enjoyed before breakfast. And so, you know. So.
Gosh, you're sweet.
You do see the point, don't you? I can't imagine the whole thing.
And how do you imagine it?
I imagine I would be waiting for you in a cab. And after the theater. And after that we would supper together somewhere.
And then?
Then, that depends on how things develop.
Come closer, Clement. Closer.
Oh, I say, mignonne, isn't it?
It's so hot in here. Don't you think, Count? Oh, Count, it's not in the program.
Who says so? There is no program. It is really hot.
Do you think so? Let's start. As though if you're here. It is evening.
Close your eyes, it was too bright for you. Come. Come. What are the right note? You, Monsieur.
Really a devil.
What kind of expression is that?
Well, an angel.
You should have been an actor. Really. You know women. And do you know what I'm going to do now?
Well.
I'm going to tell you that I'm never going to see you again.
But why?
No, you're too dangerous for my liking. You drive a woman mad, and now you said in the stand before, so nothing had happened.
But
please, may I ask His Highness to remember that I have just become his mistress.
I shall never forget it.
And what about tonight?
How about that?
Well, you're going to wait for me after the theater.
Let's say the day after tomorrow.
What do you mean the day after tomorrow? We spoke of today.
There wouldn't really be any sense in that. Oh, you don't understand. I'm really referring to. How should I put it? I'm really referring to the state of my soul.
And what has your soul got to do with me?
Oh, please believe me, they go together. It's quite a wrong attitude to differentiate between the two.
Don't inflict your philosophy on me. If I want that, I can get it from books.
One learns nothing from books.
That's quite true. That's why you wait for me tonight after the theater. I'm sure we'll come to the agreement about your soul, you rascal.
Okay. I shall wait for you in a carriage.
You wait for me here, in my flat.
Okay. Well, after the theater?
Naturally.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm leaving. I've stayed longer for a duty call.
Well, tonight, it won't be a beauty call.
You think not?
Let that be my worry. Now, kiss me again, my little philosopher. You seducer, you sweet child. You peddler of souls. You pocket, you...
Oh,
Your Highness, it was a great honor.
Dear lady, I shall kiss your hand. Adieu.
Adieu, Cinemaker.
Die Legende von Babylon. Und was geschah, hat uns auch heute noch allerhand zu sagen. Die Legende von Babylon.
Oh, heavens. How did I? Oh. I really went home with a girl. My God. Such thing hasn't happened to me in 10 years. And I shouldn't remember. Long and short is that I was drunk. I do remember quite clear going to the horse cafe with Lou. No, we laughed. And all the way I was driving my carriage. Oh, why massage my brain? It doesn't matter. But we got it. Ooh, better be getting along. Oh. You certainly sound asleep. Although I don't remember anything, I think I shall leave some money on the bedside table. I know some girls who don't manage to look so virtuous as me. If I don't know what she is. My word, ow. I expect Ludo would say that was philosophizing. Well, let's go. Well.
Who's there at this time of the morning?
Oh.
Oh. Hello, Sonny.
Hello. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Come here, give us a kiss.
I was just leaving.
Leaving?
Yeah, it's really time.
You want to go away?
Well.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, goodbye. Come again soon.
Goodbye then. Are you going to shake hands? As though you were a princess. Do you know if one
Why do you look at me like that?
Oh, when one only sees your little head in the morning, when you woke up, everyone looks innocent. Yes, indeed. One could imagine all sort of things if there wasn't such an overpower.
These lamps are a nuisance.
How old are you?
Guess.
24?
I am I?
Why? Are you older than that?
I'm in my 20th year.
And how long have you been?
I've been in the game about a year now.
Oh, so you certainly start early.
Better too early than too late.
Tell me, are you happy?
What?
I mean, are you doing well?
I mean, as a whole, I'm doing all right.
Has it ever occurred to you to try your hand at something else?
What else could I do?
You know, you're a pretty girl. You could, for instance, take a lover.
You think I haven't got one?
Yes, I know. I mean, the sort that looks after you, so you don't have to go with every man.
But I don't go with every man. I get to choose the ones that I like.
Oh.
We're moving into town next month.
We who?
The women and the other girls that live here.
They're always leaving?
Yeah, can't you hear? That's Millie. She was at the cafe too.
Someone ceased to be snoring.
That's Millie, alright. She'll be snoring until 10 tonight, and then she'll head to the cafe.
Oh, what a revolting life.
Yeah, of course, that's why Madame is always after her, but me, I'm up and on the streets by 12 noon.
Why?
What do you think? I'm on my beat.
Of course. Naturally. Adieu.
Leaving? Bye-bye.
I suppose it doesn't mean anything to you anymore, does it?
What do you mean?
I mean, you don't enjoy it.
You're sleepy.
It doesn't matter whether they are young or old. Right?
Why do you ask?
Well, now I know who you remind me of.
I look like someone?
Unbelievable. It's quite incredible. Please, just stop talking. Exactly the same face. Exactly the same face.
Well?
It's a pity that you... Aren't you... You could make your fortune.
You sound just like Franz.
Who's Franz?
The waiter at the cafe.
Then why do I sound like Franz?
He always says that I could just make my fortune and I should marry him.
And why don't you?
No, thank you. I wouldn't marry at a price.
Oh,
Later,
the eyes. Exactly the same eyes. Ludo would say that I'm a fool, but I shall kiss your eyes once more. Right there. God bless you. From going.
You're leaving? Goodbye. Please. Come soon.
Aren't you surprised?
About what?
I don't want anything from you.
A lot of men don't feel like it in the morning.
I know such women are only concerned with money. Well, mine isn't such. It's really refreshing that she doesn't pretend. One could really be pleased. I shall tell you that I want to come back to you again soon.
Good.
When are you journeying home?
Always home. You need only ask for Leocadia.
Leocadia. All right. Very well.
Bye-bye.
Isn't this strange? Is this the limit? I stay with such a girl and do nothing but only kiss her eyes. Leocadia, does everyone always leave you this often?
How?
Well, like me.
In the morning?
No, I mean, did everyone ever stay with you and not want anything?
No, that's never happened to me.
Oh. I assume you don't appeal to me.
Why shouldn't I appeal to you? I appealed to you last night.
I like you now too.
You like me better at night?
What makes you think so?
Don't ask stupid questions.
At night? Didn't I drop onto the couch at once?
You certainly did. With me.
Oh. I thought we were. Oh.
Yeah, but you fell asleep pretty soon after.
Soon after. Oh, so that's what happened.
You don't remember?
Oh well. It's just a faint resemblance.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must have been pretty drunk not to remember.
What's that?
That's the chambermaid. Give her something on your way out. The door's open so you can save on the corner.
Okay. Wouldn't it be so beautiful if I had only kissed her eyes? It would be an adventure. It wasn't to be. Oh, there you are. Good night.
Good morning.
Oh, of course. Good morning. Good morning.